Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. Now, this is a shit game challenge requested by YouTuber Novabug. And this game featured on the Amstrad Live Games testing live stream that he did on Saturday the 5th of March 2022. And the game in this case is Rig Attack, released by Tynesoft for the Amstrad CPC in 1985. And what you got to do is fly from rig to rig and try and take out a set number of submarines. That sounds exciting already, doesn't it? Right. There's part of me that's thinking that it's a 1985 game, so fairly early in the Amstrad CPC's life, but let's just get on with it, shall we? Helicopter left 5, submarines to get 6. So here's our helicopter, and here's one of the submarines we have to get. Now, we've got a bit of a problem already. I can't actually get it from here because this damn drilling rig is in the way. Oh, nice. I turn into a mass of pixels if my helicopter explodes. And what's even more interesting is that those do actually look like the kind of helicopter skis that like those cushion style ones for landing on the water. So how ironic is that? And it's one of those games where if you press a particular direction, you'll continue in that direction unless you counteract it with another direction. And no, you can't go diagonally either. On the plus side, we've got a very commendable 1985 style Amstrad CPC. Oh, I got it, and it got me. Amstrad CPC style helicopter sound. That is a really good sound effect. Now, you probably noticed at the bottom of the screen the border changed from green to yellow. That's not a glitch. That's actually how it shows that you're starting to run out of fuel. So the only way you can refuel is by landing on the helicopter pad of a drilling rig. Don't touch anything else on the rig, or you'll just turn into that massive that block of pixels. Here we go. And if you're running low on fuel, that's what you got to do. Land on one of those. They have a very distinctive. Here's another of those. And you can't be too high up, otherwise the bombs that your submarine fires simply won't reach the. Oh, get back over here! Oh, swine! Why can't you go diagonally in this? I mean, I know it's an early game for the Amstrad CPC's lifespan, but come on! And that looks like a rig that's under construction. That pylon type thing isn't finished. Notice all the BP boxes. Yeah. Somehow I don't think that would be allowed now. Here we go. And you can only fire when there's a submarine on the screen, otherwise the fire button does absolutely nothing. Yay, you finally got one. It'd be nice if it actually told you how many submarines you still had left to get on screen, but it only tells you that if you die or at the start of the game. Oh dear. And I'm starting to run out of fuel. It's turned from green to yellow. That's what I need. Notice how it's changed back to green the moment I landed on the helipad. And here's another of these pain in the arse submarines I have to try and get without smashing into the oil rig structure. See, why do they have to appear on these screens? I can't get them when they're on these screens. If I touch anything other than the helipad of a drilling rig, I'm going to blow up. Oh, swine. And there's no telling when you're going to actually get a submarine to even blow up. Do you know what this game reminds me of? When I was reviewing the NES Action 52 games, one of the games on there was called Sharks, and you had to you had to kill a set number of sharks and later jellyfish. The problem is, in that game, you could spend several seconds, sometimes even over a minute, just waiting for one of them. I didn't touch that, and you know it. Oh yeah, but I was saying, as I said, you could spend potentially over a minute just waiting for a shark or anything like that to even show up. And I'm starting to see echoes of that here, because you just don't know when you're actually going to get a submarine showing up. You could be flying for ages with nothing to do, because you can't fire your bombs unless there's actually a submarine on the screen. And when you do fire a bomb, it's just a tiny little pixel-sized pixel-sized dot, which is absolutely pathetic. Come on, even the Back to the Future game's more fun to play than this, and that's saying something. Oh, kiss it! Why can't you go diagonally in this? And why do you almost always get the submarine appearing on a screen with a rig in it where it's nigh on impossible to hit the damn thing? Because as I said, if you're too high up, then the bombs just won't reach the target at all. And when the submarine's directly underneath the drilling rig, you can't actually get low enough to be able to hit it, because you'll smash into the structure and lose a life and turn into that indiscriminate square block of pixels. Oh, dear me. At least it's not a drilling rig. Yay! I don't know why I'm getting excited. It's not that exciting, really. Yeah, this is, as YouTuber 8-Bit Rage would say, this is pretty gash, isn't it? Deary me. Someone could program a game in BASIC and it would be more entertaining than this. And I like the way that the instructions say, this is an action-packed game with smooth scrolling screens, demanding skill and quick reflexes to guide your helicopter from rig to rig without coming under attack from enemy submarines. And now I've got this problem again, that it's on the screen. Yeah, oh, I managed to get that one. Thank God it came out from underneath its hidey hole on the rig, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get that. Well, firstly, smooth scrolling. That's a bit misleading, because when someone says smooth scrolling, you think it's going to be constantly smoothly scrolling, not this push scrolling. Yeah, I suppose it is. When it does scroll, when you reach the edge of the playing area, it's smooth. But when you think of smooth scrolling, it's not exactly the first thing that springs to mind. Demanding skill. No, it's more luck. Quick reflexes to guide your helicopter. Really? I don't know why sometimes the helicopter stops like that. Other times it will just continue go. Get over here where I can get you. And trouble is, the screen doesn't scroll when there's a when there's a submarine on screen, and until it goes, you're not going to be able to progress. Oh, come on! See, look, if it's not submarines taking for an eternity to even show up, it's waiting for them to actually get where you can even remotely hit them in the first place. This is not action-packed. Throwing an Action Man toy figure around the room is more action-packed than this. Oh boy. Why did they even bother? Oh no, another submarine appearing on a... Oh, sugar. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, get over here. God. See, a lot of it's just hoping and praying that the submarine actually goes under you when you think you're going to predict its route. You can't predict it. That didn't even hit me. That clearly was to the right of me. There is no way that hit me. Yeah, this is absolute dog shit, isn't it? Yep, Novabug, I think it's fair that this does certainly qualify for a shit game challenge. For goodness sake. Literally, the only good thing about this is the sound effect of the helicopter rotor blades. Everything else about it is utter pants. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, swine! Well, I suppose another good thing about it is at least it doesn't reset all the submarines you have to hit or whenever you lose a life. Yeah, I've got to land on that because I said... Oh, kiss my balls. Oh, that's it for me. I'm through with this. It's trash. Even for a game from 1985, it's absolutely pants. Graphics, they do the job. Nice and colourful, nice and clear. Rotor blades of the helicopter are well animated. The explosion's absolutely trite, though. It's just a square block of multicoloured pixels. I mean, really? I mean, some of the explosions I saw in the Action 52 games were more effective than that. Sound. Well, the only real sound effects in this are of the explosion and the helicopter blades. As I said, particularly the helicopter blades, that's really good sound. The sound is actually the best thing about this, although it'd be nice if there was actually a sound when you actually fire, whenever a shot occurred, but yeah. The sound's the best bit about this experience. Gameplay. Well, never mind the fact the instructions completely over-exaggerate what actually happens, and not to mention it's downright nonsense what they put in there anyway. The push scrolling is a bit of a problem because because if you're flying too low, you can suddenly crash into something when the screen finally decides to scroll. If you think that a structure is going to be lower than it actually is, and then suddenly the screen scrolls on, suddenly you've got got something else ahead of you that you're about to crash into, and you can't avoid, because by the time you realise it's there due to the scrolling finally decided to scroll, you've already crashed into it. And the fact that you can't actually continue on your way to refuel when a submarine even appears, especially as it has this penchant for appearing on screens that actually have drilling rigs on them, and which makes them nigh on impossible to hit at the best of times, because you can't get low enough for the bombs to get anywhere near them. And the fact you can be left waiting over a minute just for a submarine to appear. Nah, this game's an unutterable bore at the best of times. Well, actually, I think it's an unutterable bore, full stop, really, isn't it? So yeah, even for a game from 1985, it's rather embarrassing, and not one you'd ever even remotely consider coming back to anytime soon. You'd probably play it for a few minutes and think, screw this, and put on something else like Spy Hunter instead, or even Harrier Attack. So yeah, if you want an action-packed game with smooth scrolling screens demanding skill and quick reflexes, as per the instructions of this, you're not going to find it in Rig Attack, I'm afraid. So I'm going to give Rig Attack for the CPC 3 out of 10. The sound is literally the only thing about it that saves it. Everything else about it is a total waste of time. Sorry, I can't recommend this. Hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.